And we're back. Part two more shapes. All right, we have the square and rhombus today. Square and rhombus. So just like the rectangle, the square and rhombus will connect back to the rectangle and parallelogram. So you want to make sure these notes are close with those because all of these connect to each other. When we get to I take that back. Part 3 doesn't connect to anything. Square and rhombus connect to parallelogram and rectangle though. So you will want these nearby those so you can look back at them. So for our rhombus, you'll notice it looks like a parallelogram. It's the slant, but here it's a little bit shorter. So with it looking like a parallelogram, number one is that it has all the properties of a parallelogram. So we'll start with all properties of the parallelogram. So as a refresh, those are that our diagonals bisect, the same side angles add to 180, the opposite angles are equal, opposite sides are equal, and opposite sides are parallel. So all of that is true for a rhombus. In addition to that, our diagonals are perpendicular. So that means our diagonals, perpendicular, cross at 90 degrees. So if I draw one diagonal, oh, that's a very bad diagonal. Let's see, can I, that's a little bit better. And then another diagonal, those are not perfect, sorry. But they meet here, this would be a 90-degree angle. These would be 90 degrees all around. So that's what I mean when we say diagonals are perpendicular. They cross at 90 degrees. And then another point is that our diagonals bisect or cut in half the angles. So that means this pink diagonal bisects this angle. So those pieces are the same. This pink diagonal bisects that angle. So that works for all four. And then the definition of a rhombus is that it has 4 equal sides. So that means all 4 sides are the same. All right, and then lastly, we have a wonderful little square. So for our square, he honestly is not very special because all our square does is copies everybody else. So our square, number 1, has all properties of a parallelogram. He also has all properties of a rectangle. And he has all properties of a rhombus. So a square takes all 3 of those and puts it together. So it has all that we talked about with the parallelogram, the diagonals bisecting, same side angles equal 180, opposite angles equal, opposite sides equal, opposite sides are parallel, diagonals are equal, 4 right angles, and 4 equal sides, Diagonals are perpendicular, diagonals bisect the angles. All of that is true. So our definition of a square, what makes a square, is that our square has 4 equal sides. So all 4 sides have to be the same. But that's the same as a rhombus. So to make it different from a rhombus, it also has to have 4 right angles. Or 4 90-degree angles. So 90, 90, 90, 90. If we just had the right angles, it would be a rectangle. If we just had the 4 equal sides, it's a rhombus. So together, the 4 sides and the 4 right angles make it a square. So it's got to have all of those things together. So nothing about it is special to just the square, but it's a combination of everybody. Okay, that's all about squares and rhombuses. So take that and go try the practice. If you have questions, if you need help, please ask on where you need help. All right, good luck.